Hi everybody and welcome to Wild Music. This is my first reaction to Taylor Swift. And this is her performing her own song, All Too Well. A little bit about Taylor to begin. She was born in 1989 and she's currently 32 years old. She was born in West Reading, I think you pronounce it, in Pennsylvania, USA. And she actually moved to Nashville at 14 years of age to pursue her career in music. She signed songwriting and record contracts in 2004 and 2005, and she released her debut album, Taylor Swift, in 2006. She has explored a variety of genres of music, including country, pop, folk and rock, which she's blended into her own individual style. She's since released numerous albums and won 11 Grammy Awards, amongst others, which is amazing. So, a little bit about this song. It was written by Taylor Swift and Liz Rose. And this was written in 2011 by them for Taylor's fourth studio album called Red, which was released in 2012. The song was originally 10 minutes long and was trimmed to 5. It's produced by Taylor Swift and Nathan Chapman, and lyrically, the song outlines and narrates a relationship and its dissolution. In 2021, she re-recorded the song in 2 versions, one being 5 minutes long and the other 10 minutes long. And this was released also with All Too Well, the short film, which was released by Republic Records. This performance is a Tiny Desk concert in PR Music that Taylor gave, and it was uploaded to YouTube on the 28th of October in 2019. So anyway, let's get into it and have a listen. I'm going to play her introduction as well because it's very interesting.
So the fact that the song went out into the world and you guys made it so that it's always, I think it's usually number 1 on any list that's saying what my songs are, which is great. And I'm happy that my opinion lines up with your opinion on that, because that was probably my favorite song on Red. And so I figured that maybe I would play it for you. Before I do play it for you, I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me. This is really amazing to get to do this, and I'm honored that I was invited, and the fact that this many people would want to cram into a space. I understand the sacrifices that have been made for me today. So here's a sad song about fall.
Through the door with you.
Yes.
It was cold. Something about it felt like home. Somehow when I left my scarf there at your sister's house, and you've still got it in your drawer even now. Your sweet disposition, my wide-eyed gaze, was singing in the car, getting lost upstate. Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place. I can picture it after all these days, and I know it's long gone, and that magic's not here no more. And I might be okay, but I'm not fine at all. Cause there we are again on that little town street. You almost ran the red cause you were looking over at me. Wind in my hair, I was there, I remember it all too well. album on the counter. Your cheeks were turning red. You used to be a little kid with glasses in a twin-size bed. Your mother's telling stories about you on the t-ball team. You taught me about your past, thinking your future was me. I know it's long gone, and there was nothing else I could do. I forget about you long enough to forget why I needed you. 'Cause there we are again in the middle of the night, dancing around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. Down the stairs, I was there, I remember it all too well. Maybe I asked for too much. Maybe this thing was a masterpiece till you tore it all up. Running scared, I was there, I remember it all too well. And you call me up again just to break me like a promise, so casually cruel. In the name of being honest, I'm a crumpled up piece of paper lying here, 'cause I remember it all, too well. Time won't fly, it's like I'm paralyzed by it. I'd like to be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it. After plaid shirt days and nights when you made me your own, now you mail back my things and I walk home alone. But you keep my old scarf from that very first week, 'cause it reminds you of innocence and it smells like me. You can't get rid of it, so you remember it all too well. 'Cause there we are again when I loved you so, back before you lost the one real thing you've ever known. It was rare, you were there, you remember it all too well. Wind in my hair, you were there, you remember it all. Down the stairs, you were there, you remember it all. It was rare, you were there, you remember it all too well.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, wow. That was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it? And, you know, her skill is so evident in both songwriting and her performing and delivering the meaning behind the song, the most important element. That was really brilliant and a treat to hear. I hope you enjoyed it too. Now I'd like to talk through some points based on some notes I made via that listening. There's so much to talk about, so let's have a look. We'll go back to the beginning. Okay. And we start with the introduction that Taylor gives on the piano. And then, about 20 odd seconds in, her beautiful vocals enter. So let's get up to that.
door with you. It was cold.
Okay, so her silken vocals have now entered, and they've entered so beautifully, and with such plaintiveness and reflection, and the lyrics are instantly there. And this reflecting on the lyrics, I mean. And Taylor's already using a subtle dynamic change to tell this story so beautifully well. I love it. Let's go back to where her vocals come in. About here.
I walked through the door with you. It was cold. Something about it felt like home somehow. And I left my scarf there at your sister's house. And you've still got it in your drawer even now.
Yeah, you can really hear her excellent phrasing up to this point and throughout the song, but so far it's evident right from the beginning, and this assists her in telling the story so well. The phrasing is so important, because it's where each set of words, parts of a sentence, a phrase, start and finish, and it's the way she executes it vocally from in the beginning of the phrase, the middle of the phrase, but also the end of the phrase. It's not like she's thought about the start, sung it well, and then it's just finished. She's not calculated so much, but planned it out so that it sounds really nice overall. Start to finish of the phrase is what I'm talking about. She does this really well. It takes a lot of skill to do that too. Let's keep going.
Your sweet disposition, my wide-eyed gaze.
So here she started this section with a small touch of vocal fry, and this flavours the already gorgeous vocals with another colouring. I love it. And again, I really notice and love the way she uses those small changes, in dynamic levels that I mentioned before. And this is used for stressing certain syllables and for certain words to give emphasis, interest and expression. I'll go back a touch.
With your sweet disposition, my wide-eyed gaze, we're singing in the car, getting lost upstate. Autumn leaves falling down like
I'll just pause her voice there. Autumn leaves falling down. The syncopation she uses here is really subtle but really nice. Autumn leaves falling down like. The accent is displaced away from the main beats. Syncopation in music. And she uses this so cleverly, and it really helps emphasise the phrase in such a great manner.
I'd gaze, we're singing in the car, getting lost upstate. Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place. I can picture it after all these days, and I know it's long gone. And
I'll just pause it there. In this part, she also extends her melodic range, the melody range, to include some higher notes. You can hear she's gone up. And this is really nice as the song's building as well. That melody starts to develop. Go back to about this point.
Days, and I know it's long gone, and that magic's not here no more. And I might be okay, but I'm not fine at all.
I really like that interlude too, the ohs there. It's just beautiful. Beautiful interlude between the sections. I'll keep going though.
'Cause there we are again on that little town street. You almost ran the red 'cause you were looking over at me. Wind in my hair, I was there. I remember it all too well.
Beautiful. She has such a lovely tonal quality to her voice that draws you in. Isn't that right? And it makes you want to hear more and more and more and more. Beautiful. Keep going.
Photo album on the counter. Your cheeks were turning red. You used to be a little kid with glasses in a twin-size bed.
I really feel, and I made a note here as well, that, again, I wanted to point out the way she's delivering the meaning of the song really well. All Too Well is an example there, which is the song. She's doing this all too well, and that's the song. But it's true. Really good.
Your mother's telling stories about you on the T-ball team. You taught me about your past, thinking your future was me. I know it's long gone, and there was nothing else I could do.
Yeah, see, she had the word I, and she had a really nice inflection on the word I. I'll try and pick that up again. Have a listen to that. The word I. About here.
I know it's long gone, and there was nothing else I could do. I forget about you long enough to forget why I needed you.
There's the interlude again. Beautiful.
'Cause there we are again in the middle of the night, dancing around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. Down the stairs, I was there, I remember it all too well.
Beautiful.
Maybe we got lost in translation, maybe I asked for too much.
Pause it there. She's building the song and uses a louder dynamic at this point to emphasize the point, which is really nice too. You know, this is such a great performance. She's such a great performer and great vocalist and songwriter. She deserves so much credit for this.
Maybe we got lost in translation, maybe I asked for too much. Maybe this thing was a masterpiece till you tore it all up. Running scared, I was there, I remember it all too well. And you call me up again just to break me like a promise, so casually cruel. In the name of being honest, I'm...
Oh, sorry, I have to cut her off there and just pause it. She's really got such a relaxed manner in terms of her vocal delivery. There's no strain. It's just flowing so in such a relaxed way, which really aids in delivering the song and providing a non-stressed vocal. So she does this really well, but at the same time, she's right on pitch with the strength in her voice the whole time. An excellent vocal.
Crumpled up piece of paper lying here, 'cause I remember it all, too well. Time won't fly, it's like I'm paralyzed by it. I'd like to be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it. After plaid shirt days and nights when you made me your own, now you mail back my things and I walk home alone. But you keep my old scarf from that very first week, 'cause it reminds you of innocence. And it smells like me, you can't get rid of it, 'cause you remember it all too well.
Yes, I love such emotion that she includes, this great emotion in her vocal delivery, telling the story oh so well. Absolutely brilliant vocal.
'Cause there we go again when I loved you so. Back before you lost the one real thing you've ever known. It was rare, you were there, you remember it all too well. Wind in my hair, you were there, you remember it all down the stairs. You were there, you remember it all. It was rare, you were there, you remember it all too well.
Thanks for having me.
Ah, yes. That was so brilliant. What a great vocal, as I've said. And that was just with such emotion throughout her performance there. That was so enjoyable. And I hope you enjoyed it too. And I hope you enjoyed my reaction to Taylor Swift. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment. And I hope to see you again back on the channel soon. Bye for now.